Amazing. You got to doubt every thought, folks. And because once you believe it, you can look around and you see, look like it really is true. And it's not even true. Like this young guy, 19-year-old man that went into this synagogue down in San Diego and killed someone and wounded others. And he said that he's doing it for his people. That's a lie. That ain't going to benefit nobody. Ain't going to benefit no one. And he's going to regret that he did it. He will regret it. Because they're going to step aside and let him see what a fool he made of himself, believing in a lie. And this young man said that he would rather sacrifice a wonderful family, a wonderful job, a great wife, and wonderful children or something dumb for his people. What an idiot. He believed it to a lie. And you can't convince an angry person that they're believing a lie. They have to see it for themselves by getting to know themselves. Because Satan is their daddy. You can't convince them. Don't even try. You tell them that. If they don't accept it, that's on them. It's amazing, folks. 19-year-old young white male has ruined his life because he listened to some other haters who hate Jews, and he believed into that lie, and he's gone and destroyed his life. Such a sad way to live. And it's not going to benefit anyone. If anything, it's going to encourage other young white men and women who are hating to probably do the same thing if they don't wake up. And they all have the same language. Have you noticed that? You notice that, James?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it's like a cult.
Yeah, they have the same language.
And the same assumptions, too. As soon as you say, don't be angry, oh, Jesse's shilling for Israel.
Right. I'm giving them advice that I've been giving for 29 years.
To all races.
All races. That's why the organization opened up to all races. It's a spiritual battle. It's either love or hate. And anyone who blames others have hatred in their hearts. They are not children of God, because if they were children of God, they would be able to see and they would not blame. They will understand what's going on. It's amazing, folks. And they think that their thoughts are their own. That's what's so weird about it, too. They have the same language. They act the same way, like they're watching the same person learning the ways. And they think that and they go and repeat it and talk about it like it's their own ideas, and they feel puffed up and good about it, like you think they're being smart. When you can see that they're brainwashed. And we see it in the Christian churches. We see it in Allah Akbar folks. We see it in, everywhere. That's why you must be born again, folks.
I have a question from Periscope.
Yes.
LL Cool J 28 Elijah says, the Bible says to love God with all your mind. What does Jesse think about that?
It means that once you are born again, he will renew your mind and give you his mindset. And every aspect of your life is centered around him, because he is your father. He is the light unto you, and you become the light of the world. And you're guided by that. I'm telling you, he will renew your mind. And you'll learn and live from within instead of from without. Because what you see with your physical eyes is not real. It's not what you think. It's really not. And so he will allow you to see behind the scene, cause and effect. Really. It's mind-blowing. There was, speaking of that, the New York Times has been receiving heavy criticism this week after it published an anti-Israel cartoon in its international edition last Thursday. You know about this, James?
I heard about it.
Yeah.
A cartoon?
Uh-huh. And the cartoon is There it is.
Trump?
It looked like Trump, and they turned Benjamin Netanyahu
Oh, I didn't catch that part.
into like a dog, and they
weird dog.
got a leash around his neck with a Jewish symbol,
The Star of David.
the Star of David, on it. And it made it look like Trump is, I guess,
I don't know. He has sunglasses almost
Yeah.
like he's blind,
yeah, look like the president is blind.
and he's wearing a yarmulke.
This is pure evil. Pure evil. But if you already of hate, if you already of anger, you don't know it. Isn't that amazing, Joe?
Yeah.
Did you have system up to all that?
No. But I see that he looked blind, but I didn't know about all the dog.
And then they have the president in with a little Jewish hats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they trying to get an impression that the president put Israel before America.
And he's just being led along by Netanyahu.
Right. So that they can encourage these haters to get worse. Is there something there? That the president is being led by Israel.
It's crazy that a picture can just convince somebody's mind that
Yeah,
it's
but
true.
because when you're in a fallen state, that's what happens. When you have anger, that's what happens. And so the cartoon depicted a blind president, Trump, wearing a little Jewish hat, yarmulke. That's how you say it?
Yep.
And while being led by Netanyahu, who was portrayed as a dog on a leash with a Star of David on him. The picture was retracted Saturday morning, and the New York Times released an apology the day after saying the image was offensive and it was an error of judgment to publish it. No, they knew what they were doing. Because once they put it out there, the image is there, they can take it away, the picture away, but the image stays in the minds of people who are angry. They didn't know what they were doing. And the unfortunate thing is, the young white males and females who hate the Jews going to fall for it. They're going to suck it up. And they don't know they have been set up to destroy their own lives. The children of the lie setting them up. This young man in his manifesto that did the shooting down in San Diego at the synagogue said that the president didn't love white people. Can you get any dumber than that? You know you're in a fallen state of hate. So the image was offensive, and it was an error of judgment to publish it. Don't they have people who check the paper before sending it out, the writing and stuff? We are deeply, this is the New York Times. We are deeply sorry for the publication of an anti-Semitic political cartoon last Thursday that circulated outside the United States. And we are committed to making sure that nothing like this happens again. Such imagery is always dangerous. And at a time when anti-Semitism is on the rise worldwide, it's all the more unacceptable. I don't give a darn if he does come home, Paul. I won't accept him. We have investigated how this happened and learned that because of a faulty process, a single editor working without adequate oversight downloaded the syndicated cartoon and made the decision to include it on the opinion page. The matter remains under review. And I have land in the Sahara Desert that you can have, if you believe this. Breitbart is reporting New York Times print another anti-Israel cartoon amid anti-Semitism scandal rocking newspaper. What's that? I can't see it. What is that? This second cartoon depicted Netanyahu as a Catholic monk holding up what looked like a tablet with the Star of David on it. Netanyahu also appeared to be blind and holding a selfie stick, taking a photo of himself. This cartoon was published the same day of the synagogue shooting. Amazing. And so I want all people to know that it's a battle between good and evil, right versus wrong. And men and women who believe in God are hated by the children that believe in Satan. It has nothing to do with the physical. I want you to know that, folks. And Christianity is the greatest religion on this side of heaven. Judaism and Christianity are under attack. It really is. They want to wipe it away. And especially Christianity, because Christians are required to admit that they're wrong before they can be born again. And the last thing that the children of the lie want to do is to admit that they're wrong. Have you noticed that men and women, boys and girls who live in their imagination cannot admit they're wrong? They go along with the lie as though it's true. They won't stop and say, no, why would I have a thought like that? What's good at this doing me? I'm wrong for believing it. The Bible Go-To guy just sent me a note. He texted me and said, nobody lead around Trump. But that cartoon is nothing out of the ordinary. Let me see what else he's saying here. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing. Oh, but that cartoon is nothing out of the ordinary. What?
You black.
You black. This is all evil, folks. You wake up because the children of the lie are leading you down the wrong path. And the reason that they are doing it, number one, they're evil. And number two, they want power and wealth. And the best way they can do it is to brainwash, dumb down, and demoralize you to get you to believe lies, because they know once you believe it, they got you. You're going to carry out whatever act they need you to carry out, and then they can take over from there. Think about it, or suffer and die. It's up to you. It's a battle. No sexism, homophobism, Islamophobism, deadbeat dadism, racism, or anti-Semitism. It's hate or it's good. Jesus didn't mention no isms. He said to love. And love me, you got to be born again. You got to overcome the anger. Forgive your parents. Stop hating yourself. Don't judge yourself. God will forgive you and draw you back in, and you will operate and be a perfect love. And then you can see what's really, really going on. All right? Just FYI. Si, senor. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, share, study, ring the bell, and all that good stuff. Do we have a bell to ring?
Yeah.